Welcome to another installment of What They Don't Want You to Know About Money. Today I'm going to be talking about the finance-linked individual subsidy program, otherwise known as FLISP. And you're probably watching this and saying, what the FLISP? Let me explain what FLISP is. When it comes to home ownership, the government provides state subsidies and housing for free for those who are the lowest income earners, whilst the banks fill the gap in terms of those who are earning an income and can afford to have a home loan or a mortgage bond. However, there is that little gap of people who earn too much for a free house from the state, but too little to actually afford a mortgage or a home loan from the banks. So what the National Housing Finance Corporation, or NHFC, came up with, which is a state-owned company, is FLISP, which is the Finance-Linked Individual Subsidy Program. Now, FLISP is a program in which you can get up to 130,000 Rand towards your own home ownership. And FLISP is targeted at South African citizens who are over 18, who earn an income of between 3,500 Rand and 22,000 Rand a month. Now, how it works is if you earn 3,500 Rand, you can get 130,000 towards owning your own home. And if you earn 22,000, you don't get 130,000, but you can still get 30,000, which is quite a significant amount, especially if that might be all you need for depositing on your own home. Another way in which FLISP works is that it allows family groups or stokvels to come together and claim this subsidy and actually go towards home ownership. Another reason why you should consider FLISP is simply because FLISP allows you to buy a piece of land. So you don't always need to buy a house per se. You can buy a piece of land using your FLISP and build a basic structure and use that money, and you now have your own and your very own home. Your FLISP subsidy can be used towards paying your bond costs and attorney fees, and actually does include that as well as other financing options which have just been introduced this year. So why am I giving you this information? It's because many people who thought they couldn't own a home should now believe they can own a home. If you are a domestic worker, if you're a car park attendant or a petrol attendant or a basic office worker who earns even as little as 3,500 Rand a month, you can get 130,000 Rand towards purchasing your own home simply by applying for FLISP, and you'll get a response within 7 to 21 working days, and you can use this money either with a traditional bank loan or you can use it directly for your own purposes. So if you're watching this video and maybe you don't qualify for FLISP, or it's not something that interests you, play this video for your domestic worker, your petrol attendant, your office messenger or tea lady, or anyone you know who earns a low income, and make them believe and realize that the government can give you up to 130,000 Rand. That's basically an RDP house, because to build an RDP is less than 130,000 Rand towards owning your home. Also, if you need help with FLISP, you can approach mortgage brokers or mortgage originators. A few of them have signed memorandums of understanding with the NHFC, and they will be showing on your screen right now. Approach them and they will help you and make you a home owner. There's nothing more dignified than owning a home. Another reason we all want to own a home is because it makes you more credit worthy. The home is an appreciating asset and allows you to borrow more in future by simply being a homeowner. But besides that, it's just simply the pride and dignity of owning your very own home. So, FLISP. It's no longer a secret. It's out there. Get there, get talking, and apply for your FLISP and approach any of the banks. Some of the banks might not be that well clued up on FLISP because no one is using it. NHFC has over 400 million Rand waiting for you to apply. So don't despair if the bank doesn't know what you're talking about. Go onto the bank website or approach one of the mortgage originators who I showed you earlier. And the bank which tends to be leading the market in terms of FLISP is First National Bank, FNB. Although from my last video, they're not my favorite bank on giving mortgages, but in terms of FLISP, they seem to know their story. Thank you very much for watching, and this is another thing that they don't want you to know about money.